Have you ever wanted to, in a video, put a comment from one of your users from a previous video in your video? I know it makes a little bit of sense, but you see it on some of my videos sometimes because I'm always asking for the community to submit questions and I answer those questions in the video. Just like the video I did yesterday where I answered a question from a video that I basically created 6 months ago. Well, my buddy Paul, How to Repair on YouTube, had a question where he said, how do I do that if I don't have, the fancy plugins? Like I use Motion VFX plugin to do that. Or I'll just screenshot the comment. And he was like, no, I want something that looks a little bit more swanky, like when we do a live stream. When we do a live stream, our comments tend to look something like this. It's formatted, and that's because of the way Ecamm handles comments. So it says, how could I duplicate that look of Ecamm with any comment from any video that I find anywhere other than just the videos to which I have access to the comments? And I got thinking about this and I was like, well, yeah, just get a fancy plugin. And he's like, no, I need a different way. I was like, all right, cool. I think I can make this in Canva. And yeah, I did. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it right now. Let me take this out real quick. Pop over to Canva so that you can see this is my buddy Carlos. And so he had the comment that I just showed you a second ago. So I'm going to show you how to build that in Canva. The first thing I want to do is come over and create a custom size. And I'm going to use that 1080. Actually, no, I'm going to go 800, and let's do it by like say 250. Because if you make it too big, then it's just harder to work with because you have to like crop when you come in. So the first thing I want to do is pop on the text box and just place it here, and I'm going to paste in Carlos's comment. Now, to show you how I got that comment, let me pop back over here to Ecamm real quick, switch into demo mode. I will bring up the comment. All I did is press on the pencil to edit the comment, and then I'm going to hit edit text, and I just copy all of this here and call it a day. That's basically where I got that comment from. Now, if you're on YouTube, you just copy and paste it off the internet. That's just however you get the comments, how you get it, but that's how I did it in this particular case. So the first thing I want to do is format this a little bit. So I'm going to push everything to the right. I'm going to bring this text box in because it doesn't need to be anywhere that big. And we're going to come in like this. Let's call it about that. That's a good break point. I'm going to take the first line and using that font here, let's make it a little bit bigger. I don't know about the italics, but let's just call it a day. Semi-bold, that's good. Then I'm going to take this portion here and let's go with regular. There you go. All right, so now we want to like bless this comment size up a little bit. We can do that this way just by pulling. And we're going to call that about right there for now. I'm going to switch this background to a darker color so we can see what we're doing. And I'm going to put this text onto white. There. Now, that's about right. The next thing I want to do is get the background. And we're going to use this particular shape. I'm going to make it more like the color that's in my profile. So I'm going to pull it about like such to cover that comment. Let's do it even 740, which is why I picked 750. I like to use even numbers. It tends to make things work out a little bit better. I'm going to tuck this in a little more. Right before the break point, push that closer to the edge. Now, what I want to do is get a frame. I'm going to use this photo frame here. I'm going to put it like, I should have done this first. But let's do that. I'm going to take the photo frame about right there, and I'm going to put it like that. I got to tuck this in so that it matches the photo frame. And then I want to bring this up so I got a nice little block. That's about correct. And then I can adjust this text. Okay, so that's about correct. I'm going to have to make this text a little smaller. Let's do 520, and then pull this out a little bit more that way. All right, now we're cooking with Pam. The last thing I want to do is click on this box here and give it the white border because it'll match closer to what I actually have on my setup. So I'm gonna press that, click here, select white, and then same for this photo. I want to take this frame and, well, I can add the white border later if I wish. In this case, it looks okay. So the next piece I need is I need the avatar from here. Now, there's a couple ways you can do this. You can just right click on it and go to Google Lens, in which case you're just going to draw a box around it with Google Lens, and Google Lens will pull it out over here to the side. And you see you have a nice large image. Carlos's logo doesn't really have a clean circle. So we're going to ignore that one. And I'm going to go over to this YouTube profile picture downloader. Don't click on any ads. All you do is paste in this guy here. There's a couple of them out there. Actually, I like this one the best. And all you do is you paste in his YouTube profile. And then you're going to say download. It's going to take a second to spiral. And they go up to 1920 by 1920. But you really only need about 400 or 500. You don't need the largest one. So you could just pick a size. I'll go ahead and pick 500 by 500. You're just going to pick this up, drag it to your desktop, drop over to Canva, pop it in here somewhere, give it a second to do its thing. I'm going to click on the background remover once it's finished uploading. And then all I need to do is drag it into the picture frame. Now, his logo is not an exact circle. That's just the way the frame is. If you also go into frames here and, you want a more even circle, say that's not this kind of circle, you can do that as well. That circle has that gold border on it. So I'm going to just make this a second bigger. Move that until that lines up with the edge. Come on. Come on, come on. That's about right there. A little smaller. And then I'll delete this one. Go into my uploads and just drop this in here. So that's a little better. Again, Carlos's thing is his logo isn't exactly round, so we can't get it like hella perfect. And yeah, the fonts, here are a little different. Like I wish I could do more with the fonts, but this is just what's built in here. Maybe I'll use Montserrat. It has a little bit more control on the fonts here. And then I'll do this one as a semi. And that looks a little better. So that's basically it. I'm going to pull this a little closer to the edge. And you can just kind of see how it's doing. If you want to give it like a little bit more breathing room, it's just really up to you at this point. You can kind of style it however you want because it's yours, right? So let me select this and bring it down just a wee bit. Now, last thing I'm going to do, click on the background and delete it. Then I'm going to go to share, download, and I want to download this as transparent. Make sure it's there. Go ahead and say save. Give it a second to do its thing. And then we're going to pop back over here to Ecamm. And so now I have it in my downloads. I'm just going to drag it in and there. So now you have it. So all I would need to do is drop this PNG into my favorite editing app. And then you'll have full access over, like resizing it or shrinking it or placing it wherever you want in your editing, like in editing app like Final Cut is just an absolute breeze. You can put this anywhere you want, even use it as an overlay in like a short because it is a PNG file. So you're just going to copy and paste it into your PNG file. So first of all, let's compare this to what the real one looks like. Let me bring the real one up. Ooh, that's that one. That's the real one. It's pretty close. It's pretty close. My font game is better than what was in Canva, but that's because I customized that. Let me embiggen this. That's because I customized that font like that. So I made it a little taller than it needed to be. But I mean, if you wanted to sit there and tweak out on it, you could. In a video, it's going to be on for 5 to 10 seconds. No one's really going to know the difference. But it is a little bit more control and a little bit nicer style than, say, just using a screen grab or pulling up some plugin where you won't have as much control. If it's in Canva, you can design that sucker any way you want. You could also use the sort of writing piece of doing SIC. If you want to shorten the comment, oftentimes when you see a comment that's being picked up from a newspaper or something and they just need to make it shorter, they'll do the little SIC connection so you can put it in. Consult your English teacher to learn how to do that correctly. But yeah, that is a really simple way to put comments that you might need to pull in and style them however you want for your video. And that's simple in Canva. This will work in Adobe Express, Photoshop, Illustrator, Pixelmator, Photo. I forgot the last one, but you know what that is. Now, I don't know who needed to see that tutorial, well, except Paul, but if it was you, write that down in the comment section below. If you have a tutorial that you would like to see in order to help you bless up your videos for free, let me know and I'll see what I can do. And if you like this video, press the like button, press the subscribe button, ring the notification bell so that you will never miss another one of these videos. And right about now, the algorithm's going to show you another video they think you should watch. And I agree with her.
I need to know everything, who and the what and the where, I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George, I hop in the Porsche, it's 5 on a horse, I'm ready for war, I'm coming for throats, to turn to a ghost, I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet.